YouTube, what up? Welcome to another edition of Wrestling with Watts and Unwatts. And we're going to talk about Jey Uso today. We're going to talk about the entire Jimmy and Jey Uso situation. This all stems from Jey Uso taking Roman Reigns' advice a little too serious, I guess. And by that, I mean he briefly had a conversation with Roman Reigns about how to conduct himself in the locker room, not only in the locker room, but in the ring. And Roman Reigns said, you can't be friends with everybody. You've done enough. You've looked out for everybody. Look out for yourself. He took that to the heart. And you know why he took that to the heart? Because even though he pinned Roman Reigns, even though he freed himself from the bloodline, even though he beat Solo Sikoa, even though he beat Jimmy Uso, and he beat his demons within the bloodline, he's still Stockholm. He's still Stockholm. Deep down inside, he still looks for the approval of Roman Reigns. So that's why he took his advice too serious. And that's why he's moving the way he's moving with everybody in the locker room, LA Knight, even his own brother. And that was when Jimmy Uso had to check him a little bit like, yo, you don't got no Ula follow around your neck. And you know what that's going to lead to? That's going to lead to Jey Uso on the low, not on the high. On the low, kind of being hungry for that power, being hungry for that respect, being hungry for that admiration that Roman Reigns got. So despite the success that he does achieve with his brother, because those tag team titles are going to Jimmy and Jey Uso at some point. Not sure when, it could be any time, but those titles are going to Jimmy and Jey Uso. And when those titles do go to Jimmy and Jey Uso, it's not going to matter, because he's always still going to want another taste of World Championship gold. And that's ultimately what's going to affect the Usos this time around, where we might get a heel Jey versus a babyface Jimmy Uso. Now, I have no problem with this. Deep down inside, I do want Jimmy Uso to win a singles championship at some point as well. Who knows? Jey Uso might win the Intercontinental Championship, but again, in maybe he drops the title to Jimmy. Who the hell knows? We don't know. What I do know, though, is that Jey is going to try to treat Jimmy the way Roman treated Jey. That's exactly what's going to happen. Not sure exactly when, but it might just start at WrestlePalooza. Anyway, this right here is going to be a start of a villain arc, a fake tribal chief arc. I feel like everybody in the bloodline had or has a fake tribal chief arc. Sorry, because everybody in the bloodline has been trying to emulate Roman Reigns in one way or the other. So, not sure where it's going, but it's definitely going to lead to a Jey Uso heel turn. And it might be a heel Usos for a little while until Jimmy wisens up and sees, oh wow, he really just wants to be Roman Reigns. Everybody's going to start seeing it, and it's going to start getting to him. It's going to start consuming him, and we might just get another Jey Uso versus Roman Reigns, but this time around, Roman Reigns will be the babyface that has to set Jey Uso straight. Jey Uso might go on a rampage. He might start crashing out. He might beat up Sami Zayn. You just never know. He's going to be such a wild card that it's going to be very, very hard to restrain him, because I see what they're trying to do. They've been planting the seeds of this since before Jey Uso even won the World Championship. This was around the time where Jey Uso was about to challenge Gunther for that title. And what happened was, this was during an interview that Roman Reigns had. He was like, yo, listen, man, I'm happy for my cousin. And truthfully, you're going to see exactly why I was doing what I was doing this entire time. Like, once he realizes he steps in that spotlight, he's going to see why I was moving the way I was moving this entire time. They was planting little seeds for a while about this. Even just kind of teasing it when Gunther was like, yo, you're setting yourself mad thin. Like, you're trying to be there for everybody, and this is going to all culminate in him being like, I'm tired of y'all, I'm tired of I don't want to do this anymore. That's what this is all going to end up being. And I mean, yo, I'm hoping that this is booked correctly. That's all I want. I just want this to be booked correctly. I'm not asking for too much. I'm not asking to lower the ticket prices. That's probably not going to happen for a very long time, if it even does happen, since they want to turn the WWE into the NFL. But all I'm asking is for this to be done correctly. But ladies and gentlemen, quick short one. Let me know what you guys think about everything that I'm saying right here. Am I in the ballpark? Am I there? And am I bugging? Am I crazy? Just let me know, y'all. I am out though. Peace.